Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today, we're going to go ahead and review the levels on the NASDAQ and the S&P 500. You guys probably saw the pretty nice day that we saw on the market today. We were up about 4% at one time. We had Apple and Amazon earnings after market, which are okay. Amazon didn't really report very well because of their investment in Rivian. Apple did have good numbers, but the stock is not really reacting to it, and it is affecting the NASDAQ and the S&P 500 in the after hours. However, there are some very key levels that you have to watch into tomorrow. So I want to go ahead and do an in-depth analysis on the NASDAQ, on the S&P 500, and get you guys ready for tomorrow's trading day. Everyone's asking, can you trust this upside move when you guys see upside on a downtrending market? Everyone's first question is, can we trust this move? Well, in today's video, I want to answer that question with key levels. All you guys need to do is watch the key levels on the market. If they start to break, then you know there is momentum to the upside. If they start to reject, then you know that we are still in a little bit of a weak market. So let's go ahead and look at the levels today, get you guys ready for tomorrow. Press that like button, subscribe to the channel, and make sure to come hang out in the pre-market live streams every single day, starting at 8 a.m. All right, guys, so before we jump into the levels post-market today, first of all, I want to say thank you for 45,000 subscribers. That is an awesome accomplishment. I have a goal of hitting 50,000 by the end of this year. With your support, that is possible. Thank you guys so much for everything and all the support on the channel. Second, I want to run a quick clip from today's pre-market live stream and share with you guys what these levels looked like before today opened, show you what we were looking at in the pre-market and how they hit perfectly. This should give you an idea of how important these levels are, how important they are, and how much they are respected on an intraday basis. So I'm going to run that clip from the pre-market live stream. After that, we will get an updated look on these levels after today's trading day. Next one, you have this upside move around 13,570, 13,600. This level is a level I think we can see if we break this 13,340. I wouldn't expect this to be too strong of a level, but you can see the rejection that's coming in. I mean, this is just perfect, right? You can see the rejection that's coming in already at 13,350. What has to happen to stay bullish? We need to hold this level. If we do not hold 13.2 intraday today, you are going to see this slip back under. So you need to hold 13.2. You need to create a break, a retest, a little bit of consolidation, and then we can try to get our push again. This is all you watch today. If you get this, probably upside. If you get this, you're moving lower. ES, very similar. What does the ES have to do today? It needs to hold 42.30. It needs to hold yesterday's highs. If we do not hold yesterday's highs, you are coming back down. If you do not hold yesterday's highs, you are coming back down. Where can this go? I think you can definitely see a move to 4,300 if the market is strong. If the market is strong, I think you get a move to 4,300. All right, guys, so now that we saw those levels from the pre-market live stream, let's go ahead and get an updated view at this. And in this analysis today, we are going to be looking at the hourly chart specifically. The hourly chart is very clean, and it's showing us a lot here, and that is what we're going to focus on. The red line that you see on the left side of your screen, that is Monday of 2 weeks ago. So from this red line to now, this is about 2 weeks of price action, and this is really all you need to focus on if you're trying to find the move in the short term. 2 weeks of price action, hourly chart is showing us everything. Let's go ahead and break this down. So you guys can see that on this hourly chart, we have found some support around that 13,000 level. 13,000 for now seems to be the level that the market is trying to hold. It has started to make some higher lows and higher highs off that level. So 13,000 resist or support is major, right? So we need to keep an eye on 13,000. If we lose 13,000 moving forward, we should expect more downside. Today, we had key levels at 13,350, which was pre-market high, and we had a major key level around 13,580, 13,600. These are both levels you saw in that pre-market video that I just played. Today, we talked about how if we get a move over 13,350, then we should expect some upside. That was pre-market, and that was the level that needed to break today. Well, you guys can see that after breaking that pre-market, we did go ahead and get a little bit of a rally up into that 13,570, 13,600, right in that range. The market started to reject at that level. So we did make a good step in the right direction off the back of probably a little bit of sympathy from Facebook. We also started to wake up intraday on the NASDAQ. So we did see that move. Now, there's one thing that is concerning me as of right now, which is that we are back below that 13,350 pre-market high from today after seeing the earnings from Apple and Amazon. That is not a plus in my opinion. I think we needed to see that level hold to see more continuation on the market. Of course, we could obviously see a move back above it tomorrow, but that is a key takeaway for me coming into tomorrow, is that we are trading back below the pre-market highs of today. Looking at this chart, you can see we have a major resistance here at 13,580, 13,600 that was rejected today. If we find your way above that level, you are looking at 13,760, 13,800, and then the big one, the major level, which is sort of highlighted in a thicker zone here, up here at 14,300, that is major. If we get above 14.3, I am going to turn a little bit more bullish. I'm not very bullish until I see a move over 14.3. As of right now, I am not trying to time this bottom. I am waiting for the levels to prove to me that there is upside. I'm making the levels decide my sentiment on the market. Until these levels start to break, until I start to see upside above these levels, that is what will decide my sentiment on this market. So today, we did have a break of one level, 13,350, but we are back below it in after hours trading. What does this tell me moving forward? Tomorrow, I need to see the market regain 13,350, and I need to see us close above that level. If we do not see the market close above 13,350, the NASDAQ market, I am not sure if we are going to see continuation on this market. So if we go down to the shorter term time frame, let's go to the 5-minute chart here and sort of look at what happened today. You guys can see we had the key level here, pre-market highs of 13,350. We were able to get above that level during the trading day today. So you saw that push above that level today, right up back into this next resistance that we had on our charts around 13,580, 13,600. That is where we ultimately rejected towards the end of the trading day. What I want to go ahead and show you guys on the 1-minute chart is that we did have a little bit of a break and retest intraday of this 13,350. This was a very nice entry for upside after getting that break and retest and hold of that level. But you guys can see, if I go to the 5-minute chart, we are back trading below this key pre-market high level around 13,350. I do not love that moving into tomorrow. So tomorrow, we need to see a move above this level. We need to see it hold by end of day, and maybe we can get another push into 13.6. But if we see this market into tomorrow fail this pre-market level again, I think you are going to see us slip once again, unfortunately. I would love to see this market try to gain some momentum, but after seeing us slip under this in the after hours due to Apple and Amazon, it gives me a little bit less positivity that we are going to hold this level. So that's the NASDAQ. To reiterate these levels, guys, these are major levels that you need to have on your charts moving forward. This really was a textbook today while trading the NASDAQ. Once we got above that 350 intraday, you saw that very strong move on the NASDAQ. That was a major level that was broken and that was able to free up some buying intraday. So, big one, 14.3. Not sure how long that takes, but if we are above that level, I am bullish. Next level, 13,760, 13,800. That is these highs from here. That is a previous support back here on Monday. We need to see a move above that level to see even more bullishness. Next, the two major ones in the very short term, 13,580, 13,600, and that 13,350, the pre-market high from today that we are now trading below after hours. So let's see what happens tomorrow, guys. Have these levels on your charts. Make sure you are watching them intraday. Make sure they are on the daily time frame or the hourly time frame so that when you zoom in to say the 1 minute or the 5 minute, they pop up on your screen while you're trading. You do not want to be the person that is buying calls as you approach a major resistance or supply zone on the NASDAQ market. Whoever was buying calls as we started to approach this resistance at 13,580 lost money. You need to make sure you are aware of where these levels are as you are trading intraday. With that said, this is the NASDAQ. Let's go ahead and jump into the S&P 500. All right, guys, so this is the S&P 500 on the hourly chart once again, and you are going to see a very similar picture. So the bottom side support is right around 4160. That is where the S&P is trying to create some higher highs and higher lows. We cannot break below 4160. A break below 4160 down here means downside. Today, we had a pre-market high of 4250. Intraday, we broke that pre-market high. We moved up into the next level that we had on our charts, which is 4300. You can see a perfect rejection at 4300 intraday. You do not want to be the person buying calls into that supply level. So you can see 4300 right here, 4300 right here. That was the rejection that we saw intraday today. After hours, Apple and Amazon earnings, the S&P is pulling back. Where has it pulled back to? It is right there, guys, right there at that pre-market high, and we are trying to hold that pre-market high. So the NASDAQ is below that pre-market high. The S&P is holding it. So the S&P is slightly outperforming here, holding above this retest level here at 4250. That tomorrow is a must hold. We need to see the S&P 500 hold above 4250 to be able to see a potential bounce off this retest. However, moving into tomorrow, look at the resistance that's above at 4300 and after that at 4370. So guys, we are either going to see a retest and a push above 4300 where you'd want to see another retest to get more upside, or we are going to see a fail of 4250 right here, and we are back within this range between 4160 and 4250. Tomorrow, looking at the S&P, you can see that we need to hold that 4250, and we are going to need a move above 4300 to get more bullish action. So for me personally, I am not touching call options until I see a move above 4350 or 4300 on the S&P, and I am not buying call options until I see a move above 13,580, 13,600 on the NASDAQ. This gives me a very detailed plan, a very clear picture of what I need to do tomorrow. I need to see a move over 13,580, 13,600 so that I can get more confidence in upside right here. And I need to see a move over this 4,300 on the S&P to be positive on upside. Without that move, I still believe this market is rejecting. I still believe we have weakness here unless I see that move. Then I can see if there is a move higher. The reason why I think there will be a move higher above 4,300 on the S&P 500 is because if you guys look to the left, there is no resistance in this zone. There is a very quick downside move. And to me, if I see a move back into that level, I would think that the move to the upside could be just as quick as the move to the downside. But before we get that, right? Before we get that, we need to break this double top that was formed today. So guys, I hope this gives you a picture of what you need to look at tomorrow on the NASDAQ and the S&P. This should judge your trades. Looking at the S&P, looking at the NASDAQ, looking at the major levels on these markets, on these futures contracts, should dictate what you are looking at on your trades, specifically on tech stocks, mostly for the NASDAQ, and maybe some other sectors on this S&P, such as the consumer staples, such as energy. You should be watching these levels tomorrow. I hope this video helps you out. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, press that like button. If you want to review these levels, pause the video, write some notes down, chart this out next to my video so that you can look at it at the same time. If you guys have any questions, drop them down below, press that like button, subscribe, and most important, do not miss the pre-market live stream where we will review these levels on a daily basis starting at 8 a.m. Thank you guys so much, and I hope to see you in the next video. Peace.